name is Rain, and welcome back to the shadows that run alongside our car. And I just played part 1, and now I'm gonna play part 2 because I have to know. I have to know. Whose side will you be? We're gonna click on Lucas this time, and yes, I'm keeping the same names. Gun it. I put the pedal to the floor. Oh yeah, I'm seeing his side. This gonna be different. All right. The wheels screech as we pull out into the lane. The car swerves, but it doesn't really matter. There's no one else out here as far as the eye can see. The abandoned station shrinks behind us until it's gone. And then it's just us and the long road. The world outside the windows passes by us in abstract, like the whole world's given up on having any meaning. We drive in silence. She rolls down the window. After a while, I hear the faint buzzing of the power window being rolled down. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just going to hurl themselves at a moving car. Fair enough. Well, that was a thrilling conversation. So, guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's Rain. Rain. Well, nice to officially meet you then, Rain. My name's Lucas. Okay. The car shudders briefly as we rumble over a series of potholes, but then the road smooths out again. The humming of the engine reminds me of a storm brewing far off on the horizon. Beyond these occasional noises, we sit in silence. So, what are you doing before everything happened? What were you doing before everything happened? Oh. Wow, that's the first time she's actually started a conversation. Guess I'm not so intimidating after all. No, you're not intimidating. What was I doing? God, what was I? A whole lot of nothing. Oh, I bet that sounds super impressive, huh? Just a scruffy drifter. Not so sure she wants to hear that. I bend the truth or dodge the question? So, when I played her side, I think he bent the truth. Oh, maybe not. I was moving cross country. Then everything went south. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah, well, it's really my dad's car, or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. Guess he didn't. Sorry, never mind. It's okay, the booze would have killed him eventually anyway. I could never put up with such a silent ride. Unless there was music in the background. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Do you think there are any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. She's fiddling with the dial. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna find anything. Static comes in and out in waves. Every so often, the distortion gives the illusion of an actual sound, but then it goes right back to nothingness. Just then, though. Hang on a sec, go back down. I think I actually heard something. The noise phases in and out. Then, as something comes into auditory focus. Hey! It's good music, I don't care. It is. Set mariachi! I can't contain myself. The sound is unmistakable. Horns blare joyously over the static in a sick fanfare, while a man's voice waltzed soulfully over it. I'm laughing so hard I nearly pissed myself. Rain's nearly there too. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that could be left. Hey, at least they died happy. Man. I sink back into the driver's seat, letting my mind drift to the music. The dissonance is almost comforting. As the fractured cords wash over me, I try to pretend that I'm lounging in a truck bed somewhere. That does sound nice. Out in the sun, mid-afternoon, shirt damp and dirty from a hard day's work. For a moment, I almost believe it. The music falls short for a few seconds, before starting up again. Wait, isn't this the same song again? Okay, it's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. And the undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What do you think a zombie even listened to? Is death metal too obvious of an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're all into baby metal these days. I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. Appropriate, I'm assuming, right? Not appropriate. Appropriate wouldn't make sense, would it? I just say appropriate, but it's whatever. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. I shake my hand at the radio controls. So what are you into anyway? Music-wise, I really like Alanis Morissette. Morissette? Top 40, that sort of thing. Top 40 hits, that sort of thing. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of them? No, that might be for the best. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect me to be into the Stones or the Marley or something, but or Marley, sorry. Well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA, ABBA. Just as I thought, she starts laughing at my expense. Oh, it's a nice sound though. Well, I'm not gonna be poetic and say that it sounds like music or anything like that. Still, it's good to hear. Being in each other's company would be enough for me, I guess. Being in someone else's company, I should say. I worded it weirdly. Never mind. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA, but it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there is no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. Shit. God, that's so young. She's practically a kid. What was I doing when I was 22? Still wasting my life, I reckon. Wonder if she's even been to school. That young and the whole damn world's crashing down around her. I try not to make a face, but I can see my knuckles going white as my fingers grip harder into the wheel. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff? You should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Geez, sorry, clearing my throat. Alright, enough of you. I reach down and turn the volume knob to a sharp left, and the radio blissfully goes silent. Farewell, wailing man. Now it's just us again. Did you ever expect things to end up this way? It's getting dark, huh? The sun sets so late in the summer, I'm assuming she dodged the question. Ignoring me, huh? Sore topic, huh? Must be nice. I guess she doesn't want to think about it. I can't say I blame her. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the streetlights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like a dying fire. Kind of fitting for the end of the world. So you never really told me what it was that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well, What do you like to do, or what did you do before everything? Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time. I'd wake up, shower, go to work, have lunch, go back to work, get off work, eat dinner, watch TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out here. Was tough. Probably tougher now. Ha! All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyways. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? Yeah, that's dark. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. Ah. I used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. I suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Well, that's sure well, that sure is lofty. That sounds really cliche. Not really. It sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. I've just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you just you lose yourself. It gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah, monkey's paw. I didn't think I don't think she knows I've noticed, but she's been pressing at her gut a lot. I wonder if she's still all right. Most likely not. Since I first ran into her, she's been in a rough way, and I'm not sure it's gotten much better. We probably should have looked for some more bags of that ginger stuff. Come on, so in the one I played with her, he asked if she was still nauseous. Comment on her hand. She might get defensive. I just do that. Still feeling nauseous. Oh, yeah, it's gotten a little better, but I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I do, but Christ, I'm really not equipped for this. I know first aid. I can stitch up a cut, but gastric distress is a bit beyond me. Oh, I don't think it's that. You think we should stop and rest? Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Right, the fuel. If everything wasn't so weird these days, I'd call it suspicious that there was only a single tank's worth left. Not much we can do about that, though. Onward it is, then. Do you ever wonder? Yeah, I think she's starting to feel less good. Like, why us? Why did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? Didn't I used to. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stopped to wonder what my own life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here, that's what matters. Despite it all, we're here, and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean, that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple months, I just kept working, kept on like everything was fine. And then, listen, you don't gotta answer me, but if you don't want, but your old man, what happened? My dad? Ha! So he needed more beer, right? Of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic, but they wouldn't even let him in our nearby liquor store anymore. So he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of the town was infested. It took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. Great, now I feel like I want to puke. Hey, please don't say things like that, Rain. One of us has to keep this up. No. I slide my right hand off the wheel. I just comfort her. Her hand is resting by her leg near the center console, so I reach over. Sweet. I thought she might pull away, but she doesn't. Her shoulders fall, and I think I hear her sigh. Wow. Her skin feels really cold. Is that normal? Maybe because the window's open? Maybe it's because she's sick. Really wish I knew a bit more medical really wish I knew more medical shit right now. Actually, if she had a fever, shouldn't she be hotter? A chill like that can't be normal. It's not even that cold in here. But We're still here, just remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. Yeah, at that point. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? It's okay, I'm cheesy too. I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get on with him, I bet I bet it must be hard losing someone that close to you. Little did you know. Yeah, I guess. It all happened so fast, I'm still trying to come to terms with it. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. I guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I wonder if there's anyone else still out there. I wonder if they're stuck out here like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Probably not. If the car's clock is set right, it's nearing 1 in the morning now. Oh, she didn't sleep then. I'm confused. The road is as dead as it ever was, but it somehow feels even emptier. More sinister. Like all the shadows behind us are teaming up into one hungering mass, just waiting to swallow us whole. My eyes are getting heavier. We can't stop now, though. We've still got so much farther to go. Even if we... Hey, Lucas? There's something I need to tell you. She puts her hand on to her stomach again. Latent instinct tell me not to take my eyes off the road, but I do anyway to look at her. She looks real bad, worse than I've seen yet. Couple times she opens and shuts her mouth. Why do I have such a bad feeling about this? I should have said something before. I wanted to, but I was scared. I'm still scared. Damn it. He knows. God damn it. I should have known. Yeah, we're in the apocalypse. I've heard so much unreliable crap about the symptoms, but I guess they weren't so full of shit after all. Hey, stop. It's okay. But just keep calm, alright? We don't even really know how this all works, so maybe there's a way. Does it hurt? Not as much as I expected it to. I mostly just feel cold and hungry. I'm not even sure if that has anything to do with being bitten. If it wasn't for this, I might think I just imagined it. I wish I was dreaming right now. I wish this wasn't reality. Fuck it all. I thought I was keeping it together. Don't do this to me, kid. I swallow, but it doesn't make my throat any less dry. The corners of my eyes are burning. In this guy's defense and in his position, I think once the car stops, and by the time she's asleep, I think I'd take her out. Jeez, that sounds so dark. But listen, if I were in the zombie apocalypse and I was bitten and I had other people around me, I would rather them put me down than to risk them dying. So I would rather be put down. So in his defense, I think I'd put her down while she was asleep. And then he'd have to move on his own. I know that's dark, but this whole thing is dark, so you can't judge me too bad for this. Careful there, remember that thing about wishes. Monkey's paw, right? I guess sitting in a car beats having customers or my manager yell at me. Silver lining. Psh, retail? Yep. Almost as bad as zombies. Worse, probably. I try, but I can't muster up the will to laugh. Anyway, you should sleep if you want to. We'll probably be on this road a while. Yeah, you're right. Will you wake me up if anything happens? Of course. And hey, gotta be somewhere better down the road, right? Better than back there, at any rate. Yeah, maybe there'll even be a station that places both Alanis and Ava, whatever. If there is or ever was a station like that out there, I'd love to hear it. Hell, I'd love to shake the hand of whoever was running it. This life's too short and not just not just do whatever the hell you want. But I guess it ain't the time to be waxing on that. I don't know how much longer this tank's gonna get us. Well, ain't much else to do now but wait and go until we can't anymore. The road is long and our course is true. True? Did I read that right? Nowhere to run but forward. She didn't fall asleep. Heh. Game was made by Lox Rain, by the way. I don't think I said that this time either. That is not quite the conclusion I was hoping for, I'll say. I wonder if there are different endings. It's a visual novel. I don't know if anything really dramatic happens, but yeah, that was The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. I was kind of hoping for something a little freakier, reading that it was, in the zombie apocalypse, so I did kind of get my hopes up for that. Like, ooh, maybe we'll see some zombies. And maybe you do, if you pick some different routes. I don't know what all the routes are, but this was the guy's side. I named him Lucas, but I think he had a different name, and then I kind of ignored it. So, but yeah, this was the guy's side. And then my first video of this game was the girl's side. Yeah, that was, yeah, pretty interesting. Kind of, you make your own ending up with your imagination. You could say that they get to a place, they drive a little further, they end up running into a place with a bunch of people, and they just so happen to have just made the cure, and then she's saved, and then he's saved, and then, they go on their merry way, and then everyone happily ever after. You could say that. However, knowing the zombie apocalypse, it doesn't always go that way. And yeah, this is definitely the lighter side of the car, I should say. Her side was a lot darker, so warning on that. It's a bit dark on her side. She gets a little depressed. Very depressed. Anyways, but yeah, that was another visual novel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed it. It was fun. And yeah, look forward to my next video. Hopefully it's another horror game, guys. Hopefully. And I will be coming up with a surprise here soon. So look forward to that too. Also, if you haven't watched my newest video of the short that's FNAF, I didn't animate it, but it's drawn and it's in a comic form, and I absolutely think it's hilarious. And if you don't, that's fine. I just I think it's hilarious. Alright, anyways, doesn't matter. I hope you all have a wonderful day / night, whatever it is. It's late for me. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day / night. I love you all. Bye!